Hi everyone, it's Angelina from Sparkling Diva with another reading for you. This time there's also love, because most of us all want to know what's going to happen with love. But this reading is especially for the time period from now, from the new moon in Pisces to the full moon, which for most of us it will be a blue moon, the second new full moon this month, on the 31st of March, over here anyway, at the end of March. So this 2-week period, what energies are at play, what can you expect, and all that stuff. I'll tell you a little bit about the energies from this new moon, the days around this new moon, so prior to and after. Today was the full moon, new moon. Duh. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm not an astrologer, and I'm not coming at this from that angle really either. I'm more from a shamanic witchcraft point of view, because I used to always work with the full moons, but sometimes I also get affected by new moons. I was never aware of that until recently. But there's also often very powerful energies around new moon phases. So in short, it's the new moon in Pisces. Sun is also in Pisces at the moment. So the energies can be very dreamy, you can be very more than intuitive than normal, very sensitive as well. So it's very good in that sense to steer clear from negative people or negative situations, because you can pick those up very easily at this moment, and then you may even react from that as well, like negative people are doing, without act the same way, react the same way, without even realizing that you're doing it. And also because of the positions of the moon and Chiron, old wounds can act up around this time, so you can notice that maybe some stuff that you thought you dealt with and was done with is coming up yet again. And because of other planets, mostly Mars, you can also find that you get easily irritated and angry and maybe even lash out. And by doing that, if you do tend to do that, overreact, so to speak, out of anger or irritation, you might stab yourself in the back. So it is very good to try to steer clear from negative people, try to control yourself. Best thing to do is to try and channel your energy towards things that are in alignment with you and what you want, just positive things, that feel good for you. And that is also should be quite easy as well, because of yet more planets and that's mostly because of Uranus and how the moon and Pluto interact at the moment. So that makes it easier for you to channel your energies in a positive way. So that is a very little bit information about the energies that are whizzing around at the moment. I'm not going to go into any any depth about that. Like I said, I'm not an astrologer. Right, I have 6 cards for you. There's cards, the general energy for you, and then a card what you can increase during this period, because new moon is about like the moon is waxing, so what you want to create or whatever, you can also increase that, grow, develop that at the moment. And then we look at what you should let go of, and then we have a love card from the Romance Angels deck. There's 6 choices. First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The first one, I have Labradorite, and it has yellow, a bit of yellow in it. You probably can't tell. Yeah, mostly yellow. Bit of blue, indigo blue and yellow. a tiny piece of selenite, and number 3 is an agate geode, a tiny little geode. For number 4, this is Apache tear, is obsidian, a specific obsidian, Apache tear. Number 5, we have malachite. I hope you can see it. You know, I got this light going here, but. And the last one, number 6, is snake skin agate. So make your choice. If need be, please pause the video because I want to start quite fast so I don't run out of recording time. Right. And I'm going to start with the first set. And then we have, let's see, first card. Sorry, this is the 4 of Cups reversed, the Queen of Elfame, which is the Queen of Fairy. And 4 of Cups reversed is basically saying that you can be too focused on your own issues, your own things, and because of that you can miss opportunities that are being offered because you're too focused on yourself. It can mean you are withdrawing from your surroundings, or maybe a partner or whatever, and isolating yourself. So that's the general energy. And the Queen of Elfame is actually the direct opposite. This is the card for what you have to work on, increase, cultivate, develop more during these 2 weeks. And the Queen of Elfame is about it's about magic and beauty, being more outward focused, letting your light shine, and so you touch other people's hearts as well. And so it's the direct opposite of this, where you are focused on yourself and isolated. You have to do the direct opposite. You have to open up and connect with people, or just be yourself, shine your light, and by doing that you just touch other people too. And maybe it's my little booklet, see if there was an additional message with that. I haven't used these cards very often yet. I've had them for years, but yeah, let yourself be seen in all your glory. Let your spirit fly and take you to the land where dreams can come true. So it really is the exact opposite from the Cups 4 reverse. Yeah, you may be called to reflect the beauty of another back to them, or perhaps to bring some magic into their lives. And this is also might be important. Any actions undertaken now will have magic about them if connected to their true potential. So this could also be a very good time for you to take action, to do something, to manifest something. And at the moment you are a powerful mirror for others. And yeah, so that you have to be more outgoing, shine your light, and focus less on your inner things and your own issues. Don't isolate yourself. Let yourself be seen in all your glory, and it's about taking action, doing things. And what you should let go of, this was interesting, 2 cards came out, and one is the King of Wands and the other is the Queen of Chalices. And yeah, it's kind of funny because these are really positive cards. So for a second I was like, how can you let go of that? Have to decrease that. But then it suddenly dawned on me, both are sitting. Neither of them are active. They're not doing anything. And usually the King of Wands is standing up, and you feel this passion and this action, but right here he's just sat there in front of the hearth. He's not doing anything, and neither is she. And apart from that, I feel that there is no connection. So as if there is a divide between the action, the passion, the leadership, the inspiring people, and doing that from the heart as well, and being connected, you know, all this feminine energy and all that stuff. It's almost as if there is a disconnect between your masculine energy, which is about doing and acting and deciding and passion and outgoing, and your feminine energy. As if there's a divide, and that's what you have to let go of. You have to click these two together, and then you can go out like the Queen of Fairy and shine your beauty. She's got the beauty and the love, and you know, she's got all this stuff to give, and she can receive it as well. It pleases, it will make her happy too. And there's the passion, the drive, the action, the commitment, and all that. You know, you have to click these two together. And that's probably because you are too focused on your own issues. So that's, yeah, I hope that makes sense if you chose that. And then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Now, since this is only for a 2-week period, okay, sure, you could get engaged if you are seeing someone, or this can also mean that your relationship is going to a next level of commitment. That's what it said as well, higher level of commitment. But I also feel that it's to do with this going out more, being more outgoing, shining your light, and so engaging more. And then maybe you meet someone, if you're single, if you're not with someone, and if you are with someone, then it will improve your love life too if you click these two together and stop focusing on your own issues so much. See what is being offered. In any case, this is an improvement. This is beautiful. Right. Then I'm going to move on to number 2 and see what we have there. The general energies for you for these 2 weeks from now till the next full moon. This is the Wands 3. For me this card is always about being authentic, being empowered and passionate, and Wands 3 is also about having a vision and taking action to manifest that. But yeah, there's a lot of, for me it always feels like being authentic and staying true to yourself, and then still connecting from that place. I love this card. I love it. It's one of my most favorite cards from this deck. Then we have the 2 cards came out from the Wicca deck, and one is the Cone of Power and the other is the Sword. Both very, very powerful cards. This is connected, the Cone of Power is with fire, and this one is air, swords, right, air, but both are masculine. So a lot of action, a lot of drive, a lot of passion. And the Cone of Power, let me see, because that is really interesting, is about building up a force of conscious energy, focused energy. This is also about focused energy, and then sending it to something requiring attention, and that could be a healing cone, a protective cone, a creative cone. It can be any kind of energy. So basically focusing energy with your intent, and then to create something, or to manifest something or achieve something by focusing concentration upon a central point in then you can empower wishes and dreams. So it's basically about focusing energy and attention to achieve something, to do something, and this, the Swords upright, is also about inspiration, creating something, focusing. So, and that's what you have to grow these 2 weeks, increase, develop. So be very focused on what you want. So you know, could be that you want to manifest something. Maybe you've been thinking about that for a long time, and this is the time now, these 2 weeks, for you to get active with that, focus and take action. Like this, the 3 of Wands, right? Having a vision, but also taking action. So not just dreaming about it, taking action. The time is right for that. What do you have to decrease or let go of during this period? This is the 4 of Pentacles, latching onto something, holding on too tightly, afraid to come out of your comfort zone, afraid to do something, afraid to take action. I also feel, because of the image on this card, I don't know if you can see it, I always feel that he is hiding these discs, so she and no one else can see them, you know? Like he has made something, or even if it's just a dream or whatever, he doesn't want to share it, he wants to hide it. Yeah. And that's exactly what you shouldn't do, because you have to concentrate, focus, manifest, take action, because everything is in order. Time is right for that. So, well, to me that makes total sense. I hope it does for you as well. If you chose number 2, then for the romance, love, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So if any of this pertains to a love relationship, then it is safe for you to love. And also feel that it says that, now this was about, I asked about relationships with these cards, but I do feel that regardless, it also means that with this, whatever it is you have to do, take action towards or focus on, that is also safe. You do not have to be afraid of anything, it is safe. Right, I hope that resonates for you. Please let me know in the with a comment feedback. And I'm moving on to number 3, general energy here. Yeah, let me look that up, because that was interesting. This is the Queen of Swords, and this is about oh yeah, that's why I wanted to look it up. An undesired partner must be sent away, even at the cost of breaking your own heart. Now this could be that it's not a partner, but can be a friend, a situation, anything that doesn't serve you, that you have to let go of, even if it hurts you, so it might not be pleasant. So yeah. There's also, this was about the magic of the black candle. Black candles, like in witchcraft, well, it's just energetically, it doesn't matter witchcraft actually. You can use a black candle to let go of negative energy by focusing on the flame and basically visualizing it being burnt away. And then after that you light a white candle, focus on its flame, and then focus on the positive things that you want to call forth, and then draw that in. So there's a black candle here, so there is something you have to let go of, you have to remove out of your life that doesn't serve you, and it will hurt you. She doesn't look very happy. Also this card, I also feel this is the familiar ally. I had this card the other day as well in a reading, and then he felt happy and strong. Now I feel that he's kind of grief-stricken. So whatever it is you have to deal with, that you have to let go of, I think it is really painful for you, because he looks quite, well, like I said, grief-stricken. But you can ask for help. The familiar is about you're being protected, you're being guided, but it's also about friends. You can ask for help, whether it's from friends or spirit or your guides or your totem animal. And there's also this shooting star in the background, so you can also make a wish. It doesn't look as bad as it feels, but it won't feel pleasant for now. And that is what you have to do. Also, because this is what you have to do, increase, develop, is maybe believing in yourself and reaching out, not wanting to do it all on your own. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You know, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to be alone. Maybe that's something you really have to learn. That it is okay to ask for help. And what you have to let go of, well, there is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, again, in this case, I feel having to let go of a commitment to someone or something, and you were completely, totally committed to that, I think, because she sat there, she's really made herself very comfortable, and she's probably been there for quite some time as well, and she now has to let go of that commitment. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, this feels quite heavy, sad, difficult. But you're not alone. So if this resonates with you, if this is the case for you, that you're going through a similar situation at the moment, albeit in love or something else. I mean, this can also be work related, like losing a job or having to quit a job, or anything. Ask for help, because you're not alone. There is support for you. And when it comes to love, deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So yeah, I'm beginning to think that this is indeed about a relationship. And this can also be that you are not being truthful or showing the real you, being authentic, maybe out of fear of losing something, someone, We all wear masks all the time, unfortunately, but it's the truth, isn't it? So there's not really like lying and cheating per se, this form of deception. It can also be being afraid to for instance, tell someone that you want to leave, or that they should leave, or whatever, and then pretending that everything's still okay. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong if you chose this. Please leave me feedback, because I'd like to know, whether I'm right or wrong. It doesn't really matter. Numbers 4. Let's see, the overall energies. Well, that is wonderful. That is the Sun. It's about intimacy, about connecting, daring to reveal yourself, show yourself, to be real, the real you. There's abundance, a basket full of fruit. Wonderful card. Connection, intimacy. Wonderful. And then we here have the Serpent. This is what you should increase, develop, grow. Serpent is a very similar energy to the Lover's card in the tarot. Let me see, because this is also to do both wisdom, right? Because of the snake is about wisdom, but it's also, I'm sorry, I'm probably putting my arm right in front of the camera. I'm doing my best. There we are. There we have it. This is also about sexual energy, Kundalini, right? Is also the snake energy, and intimacy, and creativity. So this is likely a lot to do with the creation, sacral chakra. There we have it. And I see that here too, because there's a lot of yellowy and orange, mostly orange. So likely a lot of creative sexual energy, sacral chakra energy. When the Serpent enters your life, you can be assured that creative energy is high. like the phoenix rises out of the ashes, you have the ability to rise to any challenge at the moment. So that is really good. Serpent is associated with Kundalini, the energy of creation. You may have to shed a skin having outgrown something in your life, so that could be the case. Serpent power brings to you the gift of intimacy. Observe how you crave or avoid close contact with others, or whether your attitudes to your sexuality or creativity require integration. Let your power rise and express itself in all areas of your life, being as wise as the serpent with any direction you consider. So this is, you're very powerful at this moment. You can, you know, yeah, you can be very creative. You can, you're strong enough to face challenges if need be, if anything is the matter in life. This is just beautiful. And what you have to decrease, let go of the Holy King is the Hermit. So going inwards, seeking answers, or just going inwards, maybe isolating yourself, because that's not the time right now. This is the time to go outwards, to create, to be intimate. Doesn't have to be sexual right away. Intimacy is not per se the same thing as sexuality, is it? So, but it is a time to go outwards. So stop, if you were indeed going inwards and focusing on what is my part, what do I have to do, and all that sort of stuff, that is done now. It's now time to go out. Also have a bit of fun. I mean, these are fun. Normally, this is this child on the horse, so very childlike and playful. So you know, it's time to have a bit of fun. That as well. Your love life, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, I rather always stick to maybe having different norms and values with a partner of different beliefs. For this reading, somehow feel that there is something going on with your own belief system, your own beliefs and convictions, and look the way you always looked at things that might have changed or is changing. Maybe you always had a more an inwards approach, an intuitive. I don't know. It's and now you're more outgoing. I don't know. I feel somehow that this is you changing your own norms and values, maybe, or the way you view things. The way you view things, norms and values, is a bit too much. The way you view things. I feel that is changing. This might have to do with you going out more, having to go out more, and intimacy. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I do not want to just come up with nonsense. If it resonates, please let me know. Because if you chose this and it resonates, then you can likely give a bit more clarity. Numbers 5. Let's see. How am I doing time-wise? I haven't a clue. A quick check. Okay. Right. Oh yes, this was we have death reverse, and then we have the owl, wisdom keeper, lovers, and the standing stone, and soulmates. Death reversed as the overall energy for these 2 weeks, right? Just remember, this is for 2 weeks. This is not for the rest of the year or whatever. This is for 2 weeks, so it's relatively short. This is reversed. Can be a reluctance to change, and yeah, I also have this. Yeah, well, that comes down to the same thing, really. I always feel, if I look at this card, there is this couple in the background that are cuddling up after love making or whatever, and she's standing here with her scythe and really looking angry. You know, that's not a kind of woman you want to piss off any further. You know, if you see her, you're gonna do a runner for sure. Like she's being the guardian kind of thing. Like this is the border, boundaries, like boundaries, having really very strong boundaries, maybe over the top, completely over the top, way too strict boundaries, confinement. They're confining, restricting, that sort of thing. And that's also resisting change, then, isn't it? If you have such strict boundaries, that's what I always feel with that card. Yeah, so resistance to change. So something might be going on that you really have a problem with, that you don't like, and you're resisting it. And then we have the owl, and that is also really interesting. I have to get the look that up in the book, so give me a sec, because there's a whole lot of information with the owl. I'm not going to read it out, not the whole lot. It's too long. Let's see if I can get the highlights. If I can find it. There we are. Yeah, this has a lot to do with the soul. Wisdom, truth, life direction. Let me see. The owl navigates through the veils of darkness and illusion to the wisdom that can be found deep within the soul. The owl is the soul bird. And the bird will always appear when the soul requires direction through life. And it also is connected to death, which is not literally per se, of course. It's death, like in tarot and Lenormand, is just an ending and a new beginning, because we have the death card here, and the owl also speaks of death. So it's a change, an ending to something that is coming. So I'll read out a little bit, because there's more to it than just that. You know, owl shows that your life direction has led you to places of wisdom and understanding, and that you are or have been successfully navigating your way through some dark nights of the soul. You are being advised to spend time in silence, away from the crowd, so that you can make very personal decisions about your life path and soul direction. The owl is watching and guiding your soul to its rightful place in the universe. Trust the process and know that this time of separation from social situations is necessary, so that you can hear the quieter song in your own heart. If your soul has been calling for direction, it is on its way. Trust that owl will navigate your soul through the night, through your fears, so that you emerge to a new day with clearer vision and a firm understanding of your soul purpose this time around. So, and trust that all will be well. So it's quite a very deep message. So if you chose this set, I think that you might have some real serious something going on the two coming weeks. Then likely this, whatever it is, has already begun, or it came out of the blue, which is of course possible. And then the funny thing, this is what you have to develop and increase, by the way, the owl, the wisdom keeper. So trusting, knowing you're on the right path, and stay away from crowds and busy situations, because you need a time of separation so you can hear your inner guidance and trust you are being led in the right direction. So no matter what's going on, it also spoke of the dark night of the soul. So no matter how turbulent it is, you are still being led into the right direction. Trust that. I can't stress that enough. I I actually have goosebumps rising all over my skin right now as I'm reading that out. So that is a very strong, powerful message. Really, seriously, my legs, my arms, I've got goosebumps all over. What you have to let go of, I drew a clarifier card with that because we had lovers, and I need a sip of coffee, excuse me. Like, the Lord and the Lady is the lovers. Now this is of course the lovers and wonderful relationship, twin flames, etc., etc. This is also about a decision, a choice, and so I feel that you have to make a decision, and yeah, I can't help but feel that that is to do with something that is very dear to you, maybe indeed even a partner, a soulmate, a twin flame that you right now are not in touch with or have to let go of. And the clarifier I asked is the standing stone, and that is about justice in the regular tarot, and this is about being impartial, unbiased, being fair. It can also be about divorce. So I feel that indeed there's something is going on in that sense, that you are maybe breaking up, or it can also be as simple that your partner is going away for his job, for instance, for a few weeks, or you are moving away, or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be a divorce sort of thing, right? But it's tough. It is tough. That's why you are resisting it. And that's why you get this strong message from the owl to trust that everything is alright, no matter how difficult it is. And then the love life, well, it is your soulmate. This is your soulmate. So I do feel this is to do with your relationship, your love life. Yeah. It's also, we have the malachite here, a heart chakra stone. I do think this, for most of you, this is to do with your love life and likely a twin flame. But then trust, remember the owl message, trust. Everything is in divine order. And if you are indeed splitting up at the moment, it doesn't mean to say it's forever, right? Last one, number 6. The sword 8. Now I'm not going to use that interpretation at all. Sword 8. The green here, the green velvet. The message with this card is that the green triggers the sensuality, because it's a heart chakra color. Triggers sensuality, which allows the body to then touch the spirit. Because if there is something loving and very sensual, and you feel that through your body, and then it stirs your spirit, your heart, your soul. And the other way around is that you use your mind to get to feeling this sensuality and the feelings, and that doesn't really work so well. For instance, just a quick example with sex. I'm not sure about men, but I know women can tend to be too mental in that sense, like being worrying, like, oh my god, am I moving the right way? Oh my god, my love handles, as long as he doesn't see my thumb, oh god, I look fat. Oh my god, what is he thinking? That sort of thing. Then you're actually trying to get to something sensual and sexual and intimate through your mind, a mental approach. This is the other way around. This is the allowing the sensuality to stir up your to stir your heart and soul, and to basically just skip all that mental chatter and stuff. Jesus, that was difficult to explain. I hope you get what because that is important for the rest of the cards as well. I hope you understand what I was trying to say here. So not a mental approach, but a very sensual, heartfelt, soul being touched thing that works through the body nonetheless by, you know. Oh God, this is difficult. It's almost like explaining sex to my kids when they were younger. But most of you, I suppose, are adults, so I hope you get it. This card is really interesting. This is the 6-rayed star, unification, but it came out reversed. Now there is no reverse meaning interpretation for this card, but I don't care about that. I use my own intuition anyway. This is also about the balancing the masculine and feminine energies. Right? They're one. They're connected here in the middle. They are one. And it came out reversed. So I feel, again, that it's about a feminine approach. That you have to develop that, cultivate that, like this card says too, a feminine approach, intuitive, sensual, and you know, from that sort of thing, oneness, and not mental. Not saying that every man is mental, but you know, not mental. I don't know, why am I getting happy all of a sudden because of these cards? This is weird. I'm sat here smiling now. It has to do with the cards. I usually pick up energies from the cards. That's funny. So be more feminine, and also if you're a man, goes the same thing, right? From the heart, not mental, not too logical or rational, but more feminine, feeling things. That's what you have to develop, which shouldn't be difficult because it's a Pisces moon and sun as well. And there you go. What do you have to let go of? Well, this is page of Atami's page of swords. Of course, I can read the whole thing about the page of swords. I'm not going to do that. Swords is also mental energy, talking, communicating, thinking, and from the head basically. And that's what you have to let go. You have to get more into the heart, going with the flow kind of energy, feeling, intuiting, and you know, all that stuff. Even though you might mean well, you know, she's a happy little child. She doesn't mean, there's no ill intent or anything. You know, she's quite happy, but maybe just shut up for a bit. That's some sort of like she's talking all the time, like blah 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 yada yada. You know, maybe be quiet a bit more, and so you can hear your inner voice. And you can easily do that because you have the wisdom and all that stuff. The owl is there as well, right? The moon's full. Yeah. Romance, love life, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So yeah, it could be that someone from your past indeed is coming back, and then this could be important. You know, to not be all too mental, to feel. Does it feel good or not? And just feel with your heart and your soul, and use your intuition to guide you through things. Don't be too, I'm not saying masculine because that's not really the feeling I'm getting. Don't be too mental, to talking, communicating. Feel, connect from the heart. That's it. There we go. If someone indeed comes back and you want to give it another whirl, connect on a heart level, heart and soul, not mental, because that won't help, won't get you anywhere. Right, I hope that resonated with you. Please leave me some feedback and likes. Sharing is of course also wonderful, so other people can also get benefit from the readings. And I'm wishing you a wonderful time, and until the full moon, and of course I'll be back much sooner with another reading for you. Please check out my my website if you're interested. I'm all about empowering women and helping people to develop self-love, self-esteem, and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, if you need help with that, I do online webinars and training sessions for that. So if you want, check out my website. And I'm going to wish you a lovely weekend and see you soon. Bye!